Imagine diving into a world where ambition twists into a dark game. This story reveals the haunting journey of medical professionals, driven by their thirst for fame, often neglecting the very patients they're supposed to heal. It's a harsh reminder that such greed doesn't just tarnish reputations, it has real consequences for those who rely on them. Enter Dr. Randolph, a character whose unchecked ambition serves as a warning sign in the medical jungle. His desire for glory pushes him over the edge, leading to a chilling lack of humanity in treating his patients. It's a stark portrayal of how the relentless pursuit of status can corrupt even the noblest of professions. As you navigate through bizarre, surreal environments, the gameplay takes on a life of its own. Each repetitive encounter reflects the protagonist's struggle against an oppressive system that seems to want to crush his spirit. This isn't just a game, it's a quest for freedom, where every move counts and every decision weighs heavy. With a clever twist, the protagonist hatches a daring plan to find a sedative, hoping to incapacitate Dr. Randolph and escape the clinic's hellish grasp. It's a moment that showcases his quick wit and resourcefulness, proving that sometimes, you have to outsmart the monsters lurking in the shadows. But it's not just the fight for escape. The sick ward reveals a haunting truth about neglect and mistreatment. Here, vulnerable patients suffer as their cries for help echo in the grim walls of the clinic, painting a painful picture of despair that can't be ignored. And then there's ECT, a treatment that sparks controversy like no other. Once seen as a miracle cure, it's now met with skepticism, as tales of memory loss and potential brain damage circulate. This past approach serves as a chilling reminder of how far medicine has come, and how important it is to question what we accept as progress. The neglected patient embodies the tragic reality of basic care that's shockingly absent. His simple plea for a glass of water is a heart-wrenching testament to the systemic failures within the clinic. It's a stark reminder that compassion must never be sidelined in healthcare. Then there's Dr. Hauer, whose selfishness shines bright as he hoards knowledge rather than sharing it. This character serves up a bitter lesson on the lack of compassion that can plague medical practice, revealing the darker side of those sworn to heal. In the bathhouse, Wolfram's treatment of patients strips away their dignity, forcing them into vulnerability in the most gruesome way. This sadistic approach to care is chilling, reminding us that not everyone deserves the title of caregiver. As the protagonist confronts grotesque food served within the clinic, it symbolizes the deeper moral decay festering beneath the surface. It creates a stark atmosphere of dehumanization, setting the tone for the narrative's darker themes that permeate every corner of this twisted world. Suddenly, a mysterious voice emerges, weaving through the chaos, reminding us of the essence of healthcare professionals' vows. It passionately emphasizes the importance of prevention over cure, reigniting the desperate need for compassion in a field that sometimes forgets its roots. The writings the protagonist uncovers serve as a beacon of hope, reflecting healthcare professionals' promise to avoid overtreatment. They highlight an ethical duty that should prioritize patient welfare over personal gain, an ideal that must be chased, not just honored. Meet Nurse Anne, a character torn between her compassionate heart and the harsh demands of her profession. Her decline into moral ambiguity reveals the struggle many face, showcasing how the very system meant to save lives can sometimes break them instead. Dr. Hauer continues to dance on the edge between innovation and ethics, as his fierce competition blinds him to the potential fallout of withholding crucial information. This tension reflects the ongoing battle in medicine, a race to achieve greatness without compromising patient care. Then, there's Edward Sewer, whose twisted satisfaction in causing harm exposes the psychological scars inflicted by working in such a corrupt environment. His character serves as a dark reminder of the toll that unethical practices can take on those meant to protect the vulnerable. But in stark contrast stands Nurse Helen, whose unwavering dedication to her patients shines through the clinic's unsettling conditions. Her tireless efforts highlight a glimmer of hope, a stark juxtaposition to the malevolence swirling around her. Then there's the horrifying transformation of Nurse ASD, a potent metaphor for what happens when you dare to challenge the status quo. Her suffering captures the relentless struggle against the abuse woven into the very fabric of the medical system. Picture Dr. Randolph's dental facility as a nightmarish torture chamber, far from a place of healing. It starkly showcases the cruelty and corruption that define his so-called medical practices, leaving you questioning the integrity of those in charge. As Randolph rises to power, the clinic transforms into a dungeon of neglect and inhumane experiments. Gone are the noble principles once upheld by Dr. Frederick, replaced by a chilling disregard for the patient's welfare, highlighting the horrors of ambition unchecked. In the end, the protagonist symbolizes the conscience of Randolph, an unwilling witness to the nightmares unleashed under his rule. This confrontation becomes a powerful struggle for redemption, where the darkness of ambition meets the light of hope. Finally, the voice within the narrative emerges as the very soul of the clinic, pleading for the restoration of lost values. It serves as a reminder that amidst the chaos of selfish ambitions, compassion and ethical healthcare must reign supreme once more.